Good morning. Happy Thursday. Whew. I'm a little late. I'm getting later. I apologize. I just couldn't quite roll it out today. It's okay. Sometimes we're just tired. We have to roll with it. That's what I teach all the time. So I need to give myself the same gift as self-care, self-love. So I was easy today. I was taking it slow and easy, not rushing. I'm here. I'm just here in better shape than I was 5 minutes ago. Hi, Annie7. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. My hair is tickling my face. Hi, Eric Elliott. Good morning, everyone. We're all jumping in on the playground. Thank you for popping in on me again today. I slept hard. I had a lot of weird dreams. Do you ever have a night where you're like, it's so active in the dream state that you wake up in the morning and you're like, I just can't get myself out of that altered state? And it's kind of one of those days for me. Good morning, Carol Ann. How are you today? So I'm working with myself today. Working on trying to shake it off. I had a big reminder this morning, and I want to keep reminding you all too, because it feels really important to keep saying this over and over and over again. Please ask for help. Please do not think that we're in this battle all by ourselves. We are really right on the front lines of a huge battle right now. And I know even no matter, hi Charlie, no matter how easy your life may seem today, the world is just filled with so much unrest. And because of that, because there's so much going on in the world, we are greatly affected by it. We can't think that we're just going to, just soar with the eagles when we're absolutely being pulled down by the turkeys. Is that the phrase? We have so much going on around us. And so I'm reminding us too that all of us, because we are light workers, there is this battle going on of good against evil, dark against light, all the time, every day, all the time. It is happening all around us. And we are going to be affected some days more than others, especially if we're not careful to hold that vibration high. Are you going through it too, Annie? Okay. So it feels like a really important conversation because I've been getting it in every direction. People that would normally be, hold their vibrations really high, me, as one example, I feel a little bit like when I wake up, I'm climbing out of a mud pit. Okay, let me drag myself out of here. I feel as if there's a lot of work, excuse me, energy work going on. I should have brought some water. All I brought was tea, so I'll continue to cough. I'm sorry. It's all right. It helps. It just doesn't quite do the job that water does. There's a lot of people telling me that their moods are kind of off right now. That even as much work as we're doing to clear every day, we can't clear often enough. So, one thing that happens is, I know many of you, I remember viruses on my computer that would stop me from getting to my antivirus. Like you would suddenly get a virus, and when you went in to try to get your antivirus doing what it was supposed to do, it would actually block that. And I believe what's happening now is we have these energies that are attacking us when we're down. Probably, for me, it's when I'm sleeping. That's the best time because otherwise I hold my bubble pretty strong. So I'm going to start asking for that bubble of protection every night when I go to sleep too. Because it's like this virus thing. What happens is it gets in when we're not paying attention. And then it blocks us. It makes us think that we don't have anyone to turn to. It makes us feel like we're all alone in it, like we're falling backwards, like we've lost something. We forget that we have a whole team around us. We forget that we have a soul family. We forget that these people are here to help us, that our angels are here to help us, that Archangel Michael loves it when we call on him. We just forget because it's very much like that same kind of attack, like a virus does to your computer. It puts a cloud over you. It makes you think that you're all alone in this and you got nowhere to turn. And I feel like maybe this is where we're seeing a lot of suicides. We're seeing a lot of this negative energy on the planet as people feel like they're being blocked from their truth. As hard as we work towards getting back to that truth, we can fall into these moments of, wait, where did it go? I've worked so hard for this, and now I'm not feeling it. What happened? And it's really, remember, please, that there is such a thing as psychic attack. You don't got to know where it's coming from. It might be coming from... I just remember when I say you don't gotta, that's not me. That's something that Steve used to say. It cracked me up when I said it. You don't gotta know. Because I usually would say you don't have to know. I'm very much the English teacher. You don't have to know. You don't gotta know. I'm going to stick with Steve's way of saying it. You don't gotta know. You don't gotta know where that psychic attack is coming from. You only need to know how to handle it when it happens. So if you're feeling really, really weighted down and like, wow, what is all this stuff? Why did I wake up feeling so crummy? Make sure you ask for help. I have gotten into the habit, and I don't know how many of you could, go along with this habit. No matter how blocked I am, no matter how much that virus, whatever you want to call it, is attacking me psychically, I remember that every day, every morning when I get in the shower, I call on Archangel Michael to wash that energy away, to protect my aura, to keep any psychic attacks, anything, any cords, attachments to me, to those that I love, that they would be lifted away, that we would no longer have to deal with those, and that, especially if you know where it's coming from. I have a pretty good idea that I know where this psychic attack is coming from. So the more powerful we get, the more we shine our lights, the more there are going to be people. Our words are very powerful. And so are the words and thoughts and feelings of others. We are all very powerful beings. And everyone on the planet is creating. And when they decide to create in a way that's hurtful or point it in the direction of someone else, that someone else is going to feel it. Especially if your guard is down. You're going to feel it. You might not know where it's coming from. Sometimes we're in the grocery store and right now, people are so stressed out. There's a lot of unknowns going on again. We're coming right back into a huge virus state where more and more people are dying from this. Younger people are being affected. We don't know. We don't know if we're going to go into a shutdown. We don't know if there's going to be stimulus money. We don't know if unemployment is going to run out. We don't know anything. There's so many worries for people right now. And so we don't know if we can travel again. I know for me, I'm kind of, even though I love the progress that we've made through this virus thing that has been going on, I can see the positive side of it. I'm kind of tired of having to constantly wear a mask and having to constantly think about protection and not being able to travel. Last year I went to Ireland. Last year I went to Chicago a couple of times. I've been traveling so much. I went to California a couple of times. I've been all over the place, and I love to travel, and I love to meet people, and I love to see new things. I love where I am, but I just want that freedom again to come and go, to just get on a plane and say, no, I'm going there right now. I'm gonna go travel. I'm gonna go see some people. I want to be able to make plans. I want to be able to say, yeah, I'm going to get married at so-and-so date, at so-and-so place, and if you want to be here, yeah, come on, please come. I want to be able to have that freedom again to come and go. And that's me. And I feel like I've come to a pretty good place with all of this. Like I know that so much good has come out of the virus state. But how many of us are like exhausted with all of this heaviness? It's like, I think my little child inside of me is like, come on, I just want to go out and play. I just want to go out and play. I'm ready to play again and not feel so scared. Well, not go amongst people that are so scared, because I hold my vibration pretty high. I'm really not scared of the virus. I don't have a lot of fear in life. Every now and then, little mice or anything, silly things will scare me. Mostly I'm not that scared, but I'm missing that freedom of being able to come and go without being around people that are so afraid. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll catch up on you guys. Carrie. No energy vampires. That's right. We have energy vampires all around us. We also have people that do psychic attacks. And that's even scarier to me. It's hard enough that they're draining our energy. It's another thing that they're actually pointing hate and things at me that are not my own. That makes me mad. That brings out my need to stand up for myself. It's self-care. We can get angry sometimes. We can stand up for ourselves when it's really necessary. If someone's out there to try to hurt us, whether it's physical or psychic We need to make sure that we're standing strong, that we're asking for help. I have a whole army around me. Nobody's going to mess with me, but they can't help me unless I ask. So I need to continue to say, hey, angels, guides, whoever I want to call on, please, please, I'm under attack. Please clear away any cords or attachments to this person. Please remove, transmute into the light. We can send them off with love. We can do this in love. We have to do this in love, but we don't have to allow them to hurt us or alter the way we think, the way that we handle life, because there is a battle going on. Good against dark, good against evil, however you want to, whatever terminology you want. We are definitely in a battle right now, and everyone is choosing sides. And I don't like the idea of having to choose sides, but I will always go into the light. I will always choose love. Always. I will always choose love. It's always worth it. Every little bit of it, even if it brings fear of loss, anything like that, it's still worth it. I'm always going to turn in the direction of love. And some people will always turn in the direction of fear. It's just the way, for whatever reason, they're so buried in their layers of lies and cruelty and whatever it is. They're so buried. I just felt the lift of energy. Thank you. I can breathe easier. I love when I start talking about calling in the angels, that they're like, okay, I don't even have to say specifically who I want. I just start talking and they're like, okay, we're on the job. We got it. That happens more and more lately. It's really incredible to me. So that's where I am today. Carol Ann, picking up on my own anxiety right now. Yeah, there's a lot of that, isn't there? There is, and I need you to remember that it's not always, even though you think it's your own anxiety, it's important for us to slow down. I wrote a piece not about a year ago maybe about, is this mine? As empaths, are we picking up on the collective, on the anxiety of the whole, all this collective consciousness, or even just one person around us? Are we picking up somebody else's negative energy, or is it really mine? Because if it's mine, I'm going to have to work with myself. But if I don't have any reason to feel grumpy or mean or tired or whatever, then who am I picking up on? And do I need to go in and cleanse, clear away that energy? Every day when we come to the playground, that's what's given to me. To every day we go back in and we clear energy, and we try to get you back into your own bubble of protection, your own space, clearing away anything that is not yours. And after you do a good clearing, if that anxiety is still there, if there's something else there, then it's time to, okay, let's dive into this. Let's see what I got to work on here. But make sure that you ask for a clearing first, because you may be carrying somebody else's stuff, and you don't want to be trying to fix somebody else's stuff. We can't fix anyone. Nobody needs to be fixed. They only need us to kind of shine the light sometimes. We're only here to shine the light. We just shine the light. I see you with a flashlight. You're just like, we're just holding the light so they can find it. It's not my job to force them to go to the light. It's not my job to clean up the mess they've got. It's my job just to be here and to be a light. Wait a minute. I need that caffeine. Carrie, wishing it on others is intent. Intention becomes action. That's right. However, the world is reciprocal, and I'll wished upon, and ill wished upon you will return tenfold to the ill wisher. Really? Something to think about. Yeah. Nobody's going to beat me in this battle. Nobody. I don't put up with that stuff anymore. On a lot of anxiety from others when I'm out. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety when we're out amongst others. There's so much anxiety on the planet right now. There's so much fear. Carol Ann is traveling for the first time this weekend. Stay safe, take good care of yourself, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy it. I know it's so different. We can't just, oh man, I used to just love saying I'm going to go here. Do you remember? I think this is all making us appreciate that a little bit more. Because I know I love adventuring and seeing new things. I got a whole lot of adventuring to do right here in my own backyard. And this is my favorite place on the planet. So I'm okay being kind of on lockdown. But man, I miss being that freedom. I feel like I've been tied down. And this energy that we're in right now, this energy of feeling like we're being tied down, is what's creating so much unrest. It's also creating a huge movement. I was looking at Portland today, and what these people are doing to stand up for equal rights and to stand up for the end of this police brutality and all of that. They're really standing up strong. It's mothers. These are middle-aged white moms standing out there. They're getting tear gassed. The mayor got tear gassed last night. They're out there on the streets. They're trying to protect those protesters. They're trying to build a human wall around them. It's really a very beautiful, very powerful story. So if you haven't read that yet, look it up and see what's going on in Portland, Oregon. They are not laying down. And in part of that is because we've been so oppressed through this virus that it builds the strength in us to stand up for something. I can feel that today. It's not mine. I can feel it collectively. This collective consciousness of we've been held back too long. So those of us who haven't really felt all that oppressed are suddenly feeling what it's like to be oppressed, to be held down, for the government to say, you can't do that, you got to stay inside, you got to wear that mask, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to, whatever. And some of it is very valid and useful. Of course it is. We're being forced to protect ourselves and others, and yet it feels very, very oppressive. And we get fined. We lose money if we don't do it. And we get, so it does. It creates this energy of a bigger movement that's behind the scenes, of people standing up and being strong and saying, I won't be oppressed anymore. And I don't want to see anyone else be oppressed. So I think that's what it's all about. That's where it's flowing now for me. That's where my energy is coming from this morning. It's not necessarily in anger. I thought, I'm just being grumpy. It's not a grumpy. I'm literally feeling that need to stand up and be powerful and make change. And that's anger. Anger is not necessarily a bad thing. Anger is the point where you stand up and you do something. You can be all depressed and sad, and you can sit around and you do nothing. It's very ineffective emotion, depression and sadness is. The second you get angry, that's part of the stages of grief. Have you ever noticed that? We get really, really down. Ugh, so sad, we'd like to kill ourselves. And then we get angry. You know what that anger is? That's that hand up to pull you out of the mud and the muck. Yes, it gets ugly. Yes, you yell at people and you throw things around and you break things. I did it. I got really angry. That stage of grief, I was quite angry, and I wasn't always a nice person to be around. And yet it was better than being suicidal. It was better than sitting back and doing nothing. Anger pushes us into movement. It pushes us into motion. It gets us up doing what we need to do. It's like, okay, enough of that. You can't stay in that mud puddle anymore. Now get angry. And the anger builds inside of you, and it gives you energy, and it makes you move. So that's where we are as a collective consciousness right now, is this anger is coming out. And hopefully it comes out in a way that benefits us greatly. And that's what I see. I don't see it in a negative way. I see where people are changing the way that they're not just being housewives. Being a housewife is an incredibly difficult job, but they're also coming out of their homes, and they're creating a wall around protesters. They're protecting themselves with their own bodies. Imagine that kind of movement, where we're so willing to stand up for those who have been oppressed for so long that we put our bodies in front of them to protect them. Wow, it's powerful. It's really powerful what we're going through right now as a collective. So let's see what else you guys got. Chill bumps. God's name is my inheritance. I have nothing to fear. Too blessed for this mess. That's a good thing to say. Too blessed for this mess. Nothing but light. That is for my greater good. Exactly, Charlie. I like that, Carrie. Just Carol Ann, I'm sure she's given that to you. God's name is my inheritance. I have nothing to fear. Too blessed for this mess. Exactly. Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Safe passage to you, Carrie. That's what Carrie is saying to Carol Ann. Flip those tables. Yes, they're flipping tables. We are getting out there and flipping tables. We're making a difference. So sometimes I think that we can judge ourselves for those strong emotions. We think that we're love and light, and we're just supposed to go through Just smiling. Whatever happens to us, we're just supposed to smile and turn the other cheek. And of course, that's what Jesus did. But Jesus also flipped tables. Thank you for that reminder. He also got mad sometimes. He also said, you know what? Enough of this. Enough of this. Don't do this in my name. That's not me. God says that too. I am not hate. I am not judgment. God doesn't judge. God has no idea how to judge. That's what's so funny, is that we have humanized God. That the higher realm, let's just make this clear to anybody that listens to this that doesn't understand. Whoever you call the creator energy, you can call any name you like, because God, Buddha, Source, universal oneness, all of that energy, that creative energy that we come from, that we are a part of, is all high vibrational. Does not judge us for the names we choose, does not judge us for our actions, does not judge us for anything. There is no judgment on the other side. Please understand that. If you're judging yourself, if you're holding yourself back because of some kind of judgment, you are not judged. You are never judged. That is a human. That's us. We choose to judge. We created judgment. There is no lower vibrational energy at all on the other side. And you can ask Steve right now, because he just popped into the building. He's like, yes. He's like, yeah, preach it, sister. He's really coming through my vocal cords right now, so excuse me for not being able to breathe. There is no, okay, you gotta let me breathe. If you got a message, you can give it, but you gotta let me breathe, man. They only love you. They love you so much. They love you when you're angry. He's like really pushing through this, because he was the one person in my life. I hated myself for many, many years. I was so hurtful to myself. I talked bad to myself. I was in a marriage for 20 years that was abusive and hateful because I thought so little of myself. And he's coming through right now very powerfully, because he in life was the one person that showed me what love was, that loved me when I was sick, when I woke up in the morning, when I had bad breath, when I had anything. He loved me through surgeries. He loved me through illness. He loved me when he woke up in the morning. He loved me when I was grumpy, and I was a major grump often when I was with him. I had 9 kids to worry about. I had a job. I had a lot more. I was a very different person with Steve. Very different from what you look at now. And he loved me. He loved me every second. And that's what he's trying to push through right now, is I love you no matter what. I love you when you're grumpy. I love you when you're happy. I love you when you're childlike. I love you when you act like an old lady. I love you when you're sick. I love you when you're mean. I love you when you judge others. I love you. 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 There's nothing else. When he comes through like that, that's pure source energy. That is what we have on the other side. Nothing but love. Everything that comes from love exists on the other side, and that's what we're creating on this planet. That's what we're working on. So when you spend a lot of time in those lower vibrational energies, judging others or judging yourself, you are stepping outside of the truth of who you are. Thank you. Sorry, I got to take a moment, because he blasted through me so fast that I had no idea, that he didn't know. He blindsided. Boom, here I am. Give me a second to recover. So that's the reminder this morning. It's the reminder that I needed to, that I'm being hard on myself, that I'm judging myself, that I'm allowing myself to go into that lower vibrational. I'm allowing these other energies to affect me, that I need to remember to stay in love. Fall in love every day. Fall in love with life. Fall in love with yourself. Look in the mirror every day. I love you. Even with your wrinkles, even with your smeared makeup, or your stretch marks, or the big nose, or whatever it is that you look at your face and you see your imperfections, and all God sees is everything perfect about you. That's all they're looking at, is everything perfect about you. They're like right there to back you up. All your angels and guides are always there to back you up. They're always like, I'm right here, and I love you. And you're like, well, I can't accept that love because and they're like, no, please just let us love you. And you're like, yeah, but I can't. I gotta hold it. Humanity holds love back. That love is never any further away than the length of your arm, because that's as far away as you can hold it. And when you take your arms down and you stop pushing it away, love comes in. Can you feel it? Hold that for just a second. Can you feel that love? As soon as I said that, it just came blasting in. Love comes in. They're like, we're here. Thank you for taking your arms down. Thank you for receiving. We've been learning that a lot in Voice of the Spirit. Learning to let down the guard and let love in. Learning to receive. So for just a minute this morning, we're going to go into a meditation in just a few minutes, but for just a minute, can you let yourself receive? I'm going to say it. I would love for you to put up your hands, and I would love for you to receive, and this is coming straight from Source because it's bubbling up inside me. You are so loved. I love you. Now can you receive that? Please receive it. Don't try to give it back. Just sit in that energy of love. I'm doing it. When we give from that place, I received love. They came in, I received their love, and then I gave it to you. When I give it to you, you need to receive it. You need to spend time in it. Just sit in it for a few minutes and know that you are so loved. And when you get into that place of receiving, then you give from that full well. You can go to somebody else, even if they're being grumpy or mean or hateful. You can look at them and say, I love you. Whatever they're doing. It might hurt you in some way, and that's okay. Because you can still look at them and say, I love you. It's the most powerful tool we have, is to love one another through this difficult time. Just love them. That's what God does. That's what Jesus does. That's what Buddha, Source, the Creator, whatever you want to call, they just love. They don't judge you for anything that you've done. They know you're in a very difficult time. They know this energy is very heavy. And all they want to do is bathe you in this beautiful love energy all the time. Like all the time. You're just like, I'm receiving. Thank you. Thank you. Because I have been forgetting that myself. I've been letting myself get pulled into the drama. The energy, this negative, lower vibrational energy. It's all around us right now. No matter what we do, we're like surrounded. The earth energy right now is so heavy. They're reminding us to please receive love and give love. Please be the lighthouse. Please share your love with everyone around you, or share your energy of love with those around you, so that as you do that, the energy begins to lift. It lifts the energy of the planet. It lifts us into a higher vibration. Good day. Thank you guys for drawing me in here every day. This morning was a day when I was like, I don't know if I want to do the playground. I'm kind of tired and grumpy. I don't want to go to these people with that grumpiness so that they pick up on my energy. And instead of that, it was like, when I sat down, I said, okay, ego, you got to step aside, you grumpy little thing. I have you step aside in love. I still love you. Go take a nap. And it gives me the opportunity to come in here and find my truth again, to sit here bathed in love. And I hope that you guys have that opportunity every day too, because that's what it's all about. My way of giving love, trying to change the vibration as much as I possibly can. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am tired. I'm tired of all this heavy energy. It is weighing so heavily on us right now. Our physical bodies are exhausted from it. So please, take the time, whether with me or with someone else, please take the time every day to just ask for some help. Know that you are surrounded and that you are so loved. That's all I got for you today. Let's go into some meditation. Yeah, stay centered and spirit-driven, Charles. I like that. All right, you guys, if I haven't run you off yet with all this love energy, and you'd like a little bit more, I really feel like I need to cry today, and I don't know who's in the room that's struggling, but if you're struggling, please stay. Let's lighten that up again. Carol Ann was exhausted, yeah. There is a lot of exhaustion going around right now, isn't there? We're really doing a lot of work. Please pat yourself on the back right now. Job well done. As difficult as this time is, as heavy as the energy is right now, we are going to beat this. We are winning this battle. Love always wins. So pat yourself on the back, because you are doing an excellent, beautiful, perfect job in the midst of a very difficult time. There's nothing like this. Worldwide, global or pandemic, unrest, social injustice, these people battling on the streets. We are making a difference. We are making a difference. Continue to hold that light. You're doing an excellent job. Are you grumpy, Deborah? Yeah. It's the grumpies today, isn't it? It's like we just have this. It's not mine. That's the thing. It's not mine. I'm trying to remind myself too, and everyone here, that we are carrying the energy of the planet. That maybe you don't really have a good reason to be grumpy. It's not really yours, but we're feeling it, and we're stuck in this grumpy energy. The energy of the planet is grumpy. The earth is grumpy today, and we're here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to help, and I'm going to, like, for a little while, I've got a lot of stuff on my schedule today, but in between, somewhere along the way, I'm going to go up to the top of the mountain that's right behind me, and I'm going to go sit on the highest peak. I know the perfect place, and I'm going to put my feet, bare feet, on the earth, and I know where I can go. Back behind the Ogle cabin is my favorite body of water, that stream that comes down over the rocks that I'm often sending to you guys. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to sit my hiney on a rock. I'm going to put my feet in the water, and I'm going to enjoy nature, and I'm going to feed nature at the same time. This earth needs us to love it. Caress the earth with your bare feet today. Love it back into ungrumpiness. We got to change this vibration by realizing your own power. It's not that you're going to the earth just so that the earth can recoup your energy. You're going to the earth so that you love this earth so much, and it feels your energy. It's recycling. It's always going, oh, thank you. Thank you for allowing me. Trees need our carbon dioxide like we need trees' oxygen. The earth needs our energy just like we need the earth's energy. It's this continual circle. The earth needs us to love it. Hug a few trees. Just let's love the earth back into joy and happiness and peace and giving, and be thankful. Because every day we wake up and we have air to breathe, and we have shade trees, and we have flowers growing, and we have animals, and we still have a planet that's worth saving. So let's get out there and appreciate it today. That's what I say. I am so glad that you are very joyous. Carrie, I'm actually in a pretty good shape, but thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing your sunshine. We all need to share each other. We all need to give, like, be here for each other. That's what this whole soul family movement is all about. Be there for each other. Reach out when you know somebody's struggling. Reach out, pick them back up a little bit, share a little love energy with them. So I appreciate you very much today, Carrie, for being here in this group. All of you, Charlie, Carol Ann, Deborah, all of you that have shown up today. See, I saw Sherry and Annie 7, all of you, Eric Elliott. I really appreciate you guys for showing up today. I do. You make me feel all nice and cozy, like I'm amongst family. Let's have a nice meditation. I brought the Batman with me. That Batman sure showed up a few minutes ago. Hello, Batman. Let's see if he wants to show up again. He does that if I've got any down energy. He's like, okay, coming in. You sent up the bat signal. I'm coming in. Yep, he just came in again. Hello, Batman. Take a big breath. Enjoy that love energy. Those that we love, when they pass and they come back in close, they bring such amazing energy back into the planet. He just comes in and it's like, I can't even describe the power that we have once we step out of physical form. It's incredible. And it's still within each one of us. Remember that power is in you. Let it shine. Just bring it out to play. So we're going to go back into that beautiful Garden of Eden today. You can see that because I've already turned it around. I am loving our time in the garden. I know sometimes we go to different places with these meditations, but this garden is a place that we're being asked to create. This is a job for us now. We're being asked to spend time in the garden, to decide what we want in the garden and to imagine it into our reality. Can you imagine living in the Garden of Eden? Let's do it. Let's go there. So put your feet on the ground wherever you can. I've got a big old rock I've got one foot on that's really helping me. Thank you, Carrie, for taking me to that magical place. And the other one is on the wood at the lower part of my desk. So I like to be really organic when I meditate. I love to have my feet on some kind of nature. If you can only get your feet on the floor, that's okay. It's often good if you don't take off your shoes to meditate. I highly recommend it. Let that energy flow through your feet. And take a big breath. Visualizing roots in your feet coming down into the earth, grounding you, protecting you, holding you solid, keeping you safe. Big breath, pull that energy up into your body. We're asking Archangel Michael to come in and protect us, wrapping us each in a big bubble of protection. And as we do that, I'd love for you to take a big breath and join me here. Let's all go to the Garden of Eden together. As you breathe deeply, let your higher self come in. And join me here. I already feel some of you to my right side. I welcome you. And so we're standing outside the gate. If you have a little grumpy child inside of you today, if you have this heavy energy, would you please ask them to come with you? Bring the ego into the Garden of Eden today. The ego loves it there. It's peaceful. There's no fear. Take them by the hand. Usher them in. And now we're standing in front of the garden gate, all of us together, waiting for someone to come and let us in. I would love for you to envision the one that will come to that gate and usher you in. It can be a famous person that's passed. It can be Jesus. It could be your favorite spiritual teacher. It could be a loved one. Anyone that you'd like to envision. I feel them entering. Perfect. Go and give them a big hug. They're going to usher you in, your little ego, into the garden to play. There's nothing more joyful than that beautiful hug right now. It's so beautiful to be able to be with that person or that leader, whoever it is that you've chosen. And nothing but love comes from this. We're only in the love. We're going to stay completely in love as we visit the garden. So as they bring you in, who do you see? Who's waiting for you in that garden? I see a whole army of angels. I see so many angels that we could never even count them. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Lauren. Going into the garden. We've all walked up to the garden. There's a loved one there that's holding us, that's giving us a hug and ushering us into this beautiful garden space. Allow yourself to go to that place. As you go in through that gate, you see loved ones and angels. Whoever you'd like to see. You might see some unicorns or dragons. This is your garden, your creation. You get to make it whatever you'd like. So spend some time looking around. Taking a big breath. We're going to clear the physical self as you guys play in that beautiful garden. Your little egos are in there and they're swinging from the trees like little monkeys. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can go as high as you want in that tree. You'll never fall. And if you do fall, you're just going to land gently and climb back up again. Have no fear. If you want to fly, grow some wings. Whatever kind of wings you want. You get to have fun here with your imagination. Continue breathing. Taking in the healing energy. We're calling in Archangel Raphael for healing of the physical body. Source energy, there's this beautiful hand coming down over the top of your heads. God, the creator, whatever energy you'd like to call on. But it's the most powerful energy there is. And it's coming down over the top of your head. I feel that warmth. I feel that crown being placed on your head. Can you feel it? There's a little weight reminding you of the truth of who you are. Royal blood, accept your birthright. And down through that crown is this beautiful liquid, golden liquid that's pouring down through every chakra center, starting with your third eye. This powerful light going all the way over the brain, the physical, through the third eye, through the physical eyes, allowing you to see the world more clearly, see your truth. Physical healing is happening in the sinuses, the brain, the mouth, the throat, as it continues on down through. Keep envisioning that beautiful garden as healing happens in your body, as you're willing to release any blocks, cords, attachments, anything that is holding you back. Open your hands, let it go, and it's washing away with this golden liquid that's pouring down through you. Taking away those grumpies. Let's take away all that negative energy that the planet is throwing at us right now, that all this collective consciousness is wrapped up in. We can rise above as we let go. Be willing to just let it go for a little bit. Big breath. It's down into the heart space, moving quickly, lots of clearing going on. Down into the solar plexus. Nice and easy, releasing, severing and releasing any cords or attachments, any negative energy from psychic attack, any negative energy from the collective consciousness is being flushed away. And as we're going through this clearing, I can see you guys just having so much fun. There's a big reunion going on in the garden. You're creating, you're sitting together. Right now you've got a big pile of clay, and they're asking you to create from that clay. Whatever you like to create, and you're all masters. Don't be afraid. Dig your hands in, enjoy it. Dig away at it. Create this beautiful dream of what we want the earth to become. See peace. See joy. See everyone with a beautiful home. I see every child with a roof over its head. I see food in the bellies, every kind of food imaginable, in abundance. Each one of us is creating an abundance like this earth has never known before. There is no more scarcity. That's all a lie. We're creating this beautiful abundance of love, of physical desires, anything that you could want is there in abundance. The energy's moving down into the second chakra, clearing away, making space for love, for creativity, for birthing new projects, bringing forth something brand new, healthy and strong. Energy's moving down into the root, and then down your legs, easy, nice and easy. Down into your feet, all the way down into the earth, deep, deep, deep into the earth. Renewing that energy, sending it right back up into your feet. And it's going into every cell of your body. Sit there and relax. Allow yourself to go in the garden. Stay there and have fun while your body is receiving a complete healing through every single cell. I see you lighting up with this brand new light body. Energy is moving through you. It feels as if you're just vibrating with it. Every cell rubbing together, creating a brand new energy within you. Coming out your hands, perfect, through every single chakra, all the way up, lighting you up. All the way up through the crown. If you'll release, I feel a little pressure at the crown, so just allow it to shoot right back up. All the way through. No blocking, no holding back. Big, easy breath. Excellent shift of energy. That was perfect. Something was laying on someone's throat, just cleared. And now I want you to wrap up that beautiful garden. Grab that little child of yours that's having such a great time in the trees. They're getting tired anyway. Bring them back. Hold them in your arms. Bring your garden back with you so that you can continue to create as you go throughout your day. Whatever way that feels right to you, create Every day spend time visualizing, imagining, placing your intent on this new earth and what we're creating together. Bringing back the magic. Bring them back into your heart space. Breathe deeply. Perfect alignment. Excellent. Now we're asking Archangel Michael to come back in. Wrap each one of us in this beautiful bubble of protection today. We are safe from any kind of psychic attack. We're safe from any negative energy that exists on the planet. Nothing comes in that is not without our permission. Nothing goes out without our permission. We are in complete control. Holding that energy for just one more minute. Take a big breath. Integrate all that new light energy into your body. Giving you time. I feel some of you are still deeply in. I'm going to give you a little more time. Lots of work going on. Thank you guys for working so hard. You can send out, you're so filled with beautiful energy right now. Let's take just a minute and give permission to send out some of this energy to those that we love. So if you want to visualize someone or many people or everyone on the earth itself, whatever you want to envision right now, let's take just a few seconds and send that energy out. Waking up, asking for the inhabitants of this planet to fully awaken to the truth of who they are. I look forward to that day. And now as we're ready to come back up out, I want you to count to 5 and just start to move and wiggle a little bit. Open your eyes when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. When you're ready, you can come back up out. Yes, Caleb will be here soon. You're right, Carrie. It's going to be a beautiful team. I feel something really big coming out of the two of you. Whatever else happens, there's some big projects happening with you, with Carrie and Caleb. Watch the two go. It's going to be really interesting to watch. And I'm just waiting for you guys to come back up out. I know sometimes it's difficult when you get deeply into that garden space. You want to stay with your loved ones. If you choose to stay there for a while, that's okay too. You can stay. You can go right back into the garden as soon as we're done. Or you can stay in the garden. That's your choice. Spend time there. You're being given permission. Not only permission, they're saying they're welcoming you. They're welcoming you into the garden as often as possible to create this abundance, to create an air of peace and abundance on the planet. So the more we spend time there, the more effective it is. There's nothing more powerful that we can do than to spend time in that garden, envisioning something incredible, beautiful, something like I can't say we've never seen it because we have seen it before. That's how we're coming up with it. Part of us knows how beautiful it is on the other side. So keep remembering it. Let's, as above, so below, let's bring it to this planet. No more hate. No more lower vibrational energy. Let's create an energy of love on the planet, removing all fear. Enjoy yourselves today. Thank you so much for joining me. I have so enjoyed you. And I'll be back, let's see, tonight. Tonight we got Caleb and Geraldine. And forever after that, we're going to talk about a brand new baby that we're launching. As we talked about in the meditation, launching something new, birthing something new. We have a new baby being birthed tonight. So I got some work cut out for me today. We're going to get it all together and we'll share it out later. It's on at 7 o'clock. Thank you, Charles, for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be on forever after that to tell you all about our new adventures. So I hope that you'll join us. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I will see you at the playground again tomorrow morning. 9:30ish. Hopefully I can get here on time tomorrow. If I don't, I always get here. I'm always here. I've always been a late bloomer. I've always been someone that runs late. I get distracted easily. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining me again today. I really, really appreciate you. And I will see you again later. Bye.